The internet never sleeps when controversy starts brewing around powerful public figures, and this situation exploded the moment it hit social media. For months, rumors have been circulating about Pastor Jamal Bryant and his wife Carrie Bryant, but things reached a whole new level when 50 Cent decided to insert himself into the conversation. And anyone who knows 50 Cent understands exactly what that means. When he decides to comment on someone's situation, subtlety disappears and chaos usually follows. This time was no different. According to the posts that started spreading online, 50 Cent took aim directly at the Bryants, and the tone was anything but gentle. He did not simply throw a small jab or a playful joke. Instead, he accused them of being complete frauds, questioning their integrity and even challenging their connection to the faith they publicly represent. In his words, people who present themselves as spiritual leaders should not be living lavish lifestyles while members of their congregation struggle to make ends meet. The moment those comments surfaced, the internet immediately erupted into a battlefield of opinions. Some viewers agreed with him instantly. On platforms like Instagram and X, people began repeating the same question over and over again: why does a pastor's household look like a celebrity lifestyle brand? Others felt that the criticism went far beyond constructive commentary and crossed into outright disrespect. The debate spread rapidly, with clips, screenshots, and reaction posts multiplying by the hour. One user wrote, "This is exactly why people question the church today." Another fired back saying, "Dragging someone's wife online is not accountability. It is clout chasing." The divide was immediate and intense. However, the controversy did not begin with 50 Cent's comments. The spark that ignited everything happened months earlier, during a high-profile charity event in Atlanta. In December, Pastor Jamal Bryant and Carrie Bryant attended the UNCF Atlanta Mayor's Masked Ball, an event that usually attracts politicians, business leaders, and celebrities.
Let's go! Let's go!
At first glance, nothing about their attendance seemed unusual. But the moment photos from the event began circulating online, people noticed something that instantly set social media into overdrive. Carrie Bryant appeared in a dramatic evening gown that hugged her figure and included sheer panels with intricate lace detailing. The look was glamorous, polished, and undeniably attention-grabbing. Many people even admitted that she looked stunning. Comments flooded in describing her appearance as snatched, flawless, and red carpet ready. But admiration quickly turned into controversy when viewers remembered one important detail about her public identity. She is not just a social media personality or celebrity spouse. She is the wife of a prominent pastor and also a pastor herself. That realization shifted the tone of the conversation overnight. Suddenly the discussion was no longer about fashion. It became a debate about expectations, morality, and the public image of religious leaders. Critics began asking why a pastor's wife would choose an outfit that looked more like something from a Hollywood gala than from a ministry environment.
Internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on.
Some people argued that there should be nothing wrong with dressing elegantly for a charity fundraiser. Others insisted that spiritual leaders carry a different level of responsibility when it comes to how they present themselves publicly. Then another layer of speculation entered the conversation, and this is where things truly spiraled out of control. As the photos continued circulating, internet detectives started pointing out changes in Carrie Bryant's figure. Within hours, rumors about a possible Brazilian butt lift began trending in comment sections. Whether those claims had any evidence behind them almost did not matter. Once that narrative appeared online, it spread like wildfire. People began analyzing old photos, comparing body shapes, and posting side-by-side images in an attempt to prove their theories. One viral comment read, "That is definitely not the same silhouette from last year." Another person responded, "Why are we policing a woman's body just because she is married to a pastor?" The situation quickly transformed into a full-scale internet debate about beauty standards, body autonomy, and the expectations placed on women connected to religious institutions. As the backlash intensified, attention shifted toward Pastor Jamal Bryant himself. Many people wondered whether he would address the growing controversy or remain silent while the online storm continued raging. Eventually he did respond, but the way he handled it added yet another twist to the story. During a church appearance, he publicly defended his wife and made it clear that he supported her completely. According to him, there was nothing inappropriate about her outfit at all.
They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down.
In fact, he revealed something that surprised many viewers. He said that he personally helped choose the dress. That statement changed the tone of the discussion once again. Some supporters praised him for standing beside his wife and refusing to let critics tear her down. Others believed the explanation only intensified the controversy, arguing that it raised even more questions about judgment and leadership. And that is exactly the moment when 50 Cent decided to step into the situation with his signature blunt commentary. What might have remained a temporary internet debate suddenly turned into a full-blown viral scandal once his remarks started circulating across blogs and reaction channels. Now the internet is watching closely, wondering what will happen next. Will the criticism fade away like so many viral controversies before it, or will this situation continue escalating as more voices join the conversation? One thing is certain: when celebrity culture, religion, social media, and public opinion collide, the story rarely ends quietly. And right now, it feels like the drama surrounding Jamal and Carrie Bryant might only be getting started. The moment this situation exploded online, it felt less like a simple disagreement and more like the beginning of a full-blown church scandal that nobody saw coming. What started as a heated debate about a dress quickly spiraled into accusations, insults, and some of the most shocking allegations the religious community has heard in a long time. At the center of the storm stood Pastor Jamal, fiercely defending Carrie while critics across the internet and inside church pulpits demanded answers. According to Jamal, the outrage over Carrie's outfit had nothing to do with morality and everything to do with jealousy. He insisted that the people attacking her were simply out of touch with how modern women express themselves. In his mind, the controversy over the dress should have ended immediately because the real issues, he argued, were far more serious. During his remarks at New Birth, he shifted the conversation toward social concerns, pointing to unemployment within the Black community, protection for undocumented individuals, healthcare for underserved families, and opportunities for higher education. He even proudly mentioned that over 100 people had given their lives to faith the night before and that more than 1,000 children attended the church's youth program. To him, the ministry was thriving and moving forward. But the internet heard something completely different. Instead of calming the situation, Jamal's defense poured gasoline on an already raging fire. Within hours, outrage began spreading like wildfire across social media. Comment sections exploded with thousands of reactions. Some supporters praised him for standing up for Carrie, but many others believed he had crossed a line. One viral comment read, "A pastor defending a scandal instead of addressing the concern is exactly why people are losing trust." Another user wrote, "This sounds less like leadership and more like damage control." The backlash grew so intense that pastors from other churches began addressing the controversy directly from their pulpits. What followed shocked even longtime observers of church drama. Bishop Patrick Wooden stepped forward and delivered a fiery sermon that quickly went viral for all the wrong reasons.
Dress by saying, first of all, he bought the dress.
During his speech, he launched into a brutal attack against Carrie, calling her degrading names and publicly shaming her appearance. What made the moment even more uncomfortable for viewers online was the reaction from the congregation sitting in the pews. Instead of pushing back against the harsh words, many people in the room applauded loudly as the insults continued. Clips of the sermon spread across social media within hours, with viewers arguing about whether a church leader should ever speak about a woman in such a humiliating way from the pulpit. The internet immediately erupted again. Critics argued that regardless of what Carrie wore or whether the BBL rumors were true, a pastor publicly degrading someone during a sermon crossed a moral boundary. One viral post read, "Even if she made a mistake, the pulpit should never become a place for public humiliation." Another person commented, "This is turning into a circus and the church is supposed to be a sanctuary." Yet the drama was far from over. Just when people thought the situation could not get more explosive, another pastor decided to step into the controversy and push the narrative into even darker territory. Pastor Dwan B. Rich entered the conversation with a series of accusations that left the internet stunned. During his own commentary, he claimed that the entire situation involving Carrie's dress and the alleged BBL was not a random event at all. According to him, it was part of something far more disturbing. He alleged that Pastor Jamal had been secretly arranging private encounters involving Carrie and powerful men within certain circles, suggesting that the controversial outfit might have been a calculated attempt to attract attention and signal availability. The accusations were shocking, provocative, and immediately spread across social media like wildfire. People online could not believe what they were hearing. Screenshots of the statements circulated everywhere, with viewers debating whether these claims were legitimate warnings or reckless attempts to destroy someone's reputation. Some social media users reacted with disbelief. One person wrote, "If even half of this is true, this is one of the darkest scandals the church community has seen in years." Another replied, "These accusations sound unbelievable, but the silence from the people involved is making everything feel suspicious." Up until that moment, Carrie had remained completely quiet. She had watched as the internet speculated about her body, her clothing, and her relationship with Pastor Jamal. She stayed silent as pastors insulted her character and strangers turned her into a trending topic. But eventually the pressure reached a breaking point.